Good morning, students. We have studied that health is a state of being well enough to function physically, mentally, and socially. Now, when we say that we have to be well enough to function physically, mentally, and socially, we cannot do it on our own. It is not possible that we can do it on our own. Why? Because we all depend on our surroundings or on our society or the environment that in which we live in. Clear? So, in human beings, we all live in society. So, even the environment is an important factor for individual health. So, for example, children, see if the municipality does not collect the garbages, and if the garbages are not disposed of, or if the drains are not cleared, what will happen? The all the garbage that is thrown out in the streets, or if the drains are lying out stagnant, so the chances of our poor health increases. So not only it is dependent on us, but it also depends on the environment in which we are living. Therefore, public cleanliness is very, very important for individual health. So we should take care of our health, and with our health, the public cleanliness is also very, very important for everyone to remain disease free, or you can say to remain healthy. Okay, now we come to disease. What are diseases? You all know, children, that usually we say that we suffer from various kinds of diseases. Now, these diseases, it does not uh, mean that a person who is suffering from simple ailments is actually suffering from a disease. Now, see, for example, if we talk about a singer, for a singer or a healthy musician, healthy for a singer or a musician, health means that that person have enough breathing capacity in his or her lungs, so that he can control the notes from his or her flute, or he can sing properly. He needs to control his breath. In the same way, a dancer, good health for a dancer may mean that the dancer is able to stretch his body. So, if a dancer is not able to stretch his body properly, or if he is or she has got some sprain or something, so we cannot say that it is a disease. It is for the time being. Okay, so when we talk about healthy and disease free, healthy is a state of being well physically, mentally, and socially. And when we talk about diseases means something which is really very, very critical and which affects our life totally. So that is a disease. So now we come to the causes of various diseases. Okay, what are the various causes of diseases? When we talk about diseases, what is it which causes the diseases? Now there are many factors. The first factor is unhealthy food. Children, you all have been hearing from your parents and from your teachers that we should always go for healthy food, but we all prefer junk foods. You all like junk foods. So when you go for junk foods, slowly it keeps affecting our immunity system or various systems. It can affect our digestive system, and when our digestive system gets affected, you may become unhealthy. You may start suffering from a disease. Okay, then inadequate rest. Even if you are not getting proper amount of rest, if you are not sleeping for proper time, or for example, especially if during the exams and all, if you study for the whole night, what will happen? The next day you won't be able to write the exam properly. So that means you need a proper amount of rest. So inadequate rest can be a cause of disease. Then negative thinking, we all keep thinking, what will happen if we don't do this, what will happen if we do this. So never go for negative thinking. Be always optimistic that whatever happens will be good. So be optimistic and have positive thinking. Environmental pollution, it is a very, very major cause of diseases nowadays. You all know, children, the environmental pollution is increasing day by day, and it is a major cause of disease, especially all kinds of respiratory diseases. These are all caused due to environmental pollution. Then the lack of exercises. You can see very easily, children, see, before uh, we COVID came, we used to, you all used to go to school regularly. You used to go for games, you used to go for playing. In the evening you used to go to play with your friends. So you were having proper amount of exercises. Okay, but now from last 2 years you all are sitting at home in front of your mobiles and laptops. So there is a lack of exercise. It can cause various kinds of diseases. So not only for children but for elders also, if there is lack of exercise is also a major cause of disease. So children, these are the various causes of diseases, and we should take about all these facts. We should take care that we uh, do not follow this. If we do not follow this, we will be free of diseases. Okay, now we come to the types of diseases. Now, when we talk about the types of diseases, the types of diseases can be based on duration, and it can be based on causes. Okay. Now, when we talk about duration, on the basis of duration, diseases are of two types. One is acute disease, and the second one is chronic diseases. Now, acute diseases are the diseases which are there only for a short period of time. These diseases are for a short periods of time, and in acute diseases it responds well to the treatment. Okay, it responds well to a treatment. So what are the examples of acute diseases? The examples of acute diseases are like common cold, cough. All these are the examples of acute diseases. You all have seen cough, cold, it lasts for a short period of time. So these kind of diseases are called as acute diseases. Now the second type of diseases are the chronic diseases. Chronic diseases are the diseases which are long lasting. That means it may have a very serious effect on a a patient's life, and the treatment is also very, very difficult. For example, like you have got diabetes, then there may be cancers, different kinds of cancers. See, all these are chronic diseases. That means they are long lasting. The treatment is also very, very difficult. So these are the two types of diseases on the basis of duration. Okay, acute diseases which last for a short period of time and responds well to treatment. Chronic diseases are the diseases which are long lasting and the treatment is very, very difficult. Now, based on the causes, again, we have got two types of diseases. One is infectious diseases and the another one is non-infectious disease. Infectious diseases are the diseases which are usually caused by microbes. We have studied about various kinds of microbes, like you have got fungus, bacteria, protozoa. So the diseases which are caused by microbes are called as infectious diseases. And as you can from the name itself indicates that infectious diseases can be transferred from one person to another person. Okay, like you have got the examples of infectious diseases are cold, chicken pox. All these are caused by microbes and they can be spread from one person to another person. Now, non-infectious diseases are the diseases which are caused internally. Okay, that means due to internal triggers, or it can be due to genetic abnormalities. For example, high blood pressure, It is internal. Okay, it's because when we are not taking care of ourselves, it is caused due to us. It is not caused due to any microorganisms. Heart attack. Okay, when your eating style is not good, you are taking too much amount of fatty foods and all, it can block your arteries and it can lead to heart attack. So these are all internal. Okay, and these does not infect other person. These are non-infectious diseases. So based on the causes, diseases are infectious, which are caused by microorganisms, and non-infectious, which are caused due to internal triggers or genetic abnormalities. So dear children, for your second periodic test, you will have only till infectious and non-infectious diseases. The rest we will continue in the class. Thank you and be safe.